If you are coming from Nigerian background or you are based here in the US, I'm very sure when you hear the word permit, you might be thinking it's a way to bribe your way through or cut corners in order to secure approval for your building projects, which is not. Because of this mindset, we see many of our people here in the US, basically Florida, California, try to cut corners when it comes to permit processing. But here in the US, and specifically here in Florida, permit is being designed to save you and not to shut you off. Because when it comes to that, the processing is actually what matters, and it actually saves you from a long-term issue. Let's dive into it. Let me put you through. So today, I'm going to tell you and put you through permit process and how it works here in the US. So you stop fearing them and actually use them to protect your wealth in general. Hello everyone, my name is Wheto Francis. You're welcome to this page. I am the current team lead of S3M developers in Florida. So I have crucial knowledge about this permit processing and also sourcing for your projects in order to handle them and secure approval in a smooth way. Yes, in my job, I design to process permits for everything, which concerns the residential, commercial, or workspace interior design, or little additions, and also your hotel buildings in any county in the US. So basically, I sit across city officials. You don't even need to say them, so I can actually walk through your permit for you to help Nigerians in diaspora and residents here in the US navigate the American construction system without losing money to ignorance. Trust me. So how does obtaining permit generally works in the US? I won't lie to you. Some of you may feel like, okay, you have an uncle somewhere, or you have an agent who is assuring you that you shouldn't worry, that he knows someone in the city, or he knows of a chairman, maybe in the physical town planning office. I won't lie to you, all those are false. Because what in the US here, whatever you file to the city actually has an edge over the person you may know. And here in this video, I'm going to give you general 3 steps. Generally, getting your permit follows 3 clear steps. And here I'm going to explain to you. Number 1, we have the pre-check and zoning. So whenever we talk about the pre-check and zoning, this is where it's already getting clearer. Because on the neutral ground, some people purchase some properties thinking, okay, they want to use it for later on means. I won't lie to you. Because if you don't check the zoning, when we talk about the zoning, we actually get to know whether the property you are purchasing, maybe you want to use it for your plaza or for your residential means, you can actually see that it is being zoned to water law area, that is for agricultural purpose. So if you don't actually till in, you are not going to know that. And when you talk about the zoning again, because the setback requirements need to be met, that is when you talk about from the mid of the roadside down to the front of your building, ought to have nothing less than 25 feet minimum, 25 feet setback. And when you talk about the side setbacks, all those setbacks are always being mentioned as a minimum requirement to be met before you fight to the city. So you need to put all that into consideration, and you need to do the feasibility study on the landmass itself. I know why some people, they don't want to do that. But how do you know where the sewage line passed through? You need to actually come down in order to know where the sewage line passed through, the water source on the landed property, and also the undulating landmass itself. So the undulating landmass is going to give you a technical issuance of the slope gradient of the water flow on the land surface. So that alone actually gives you a clear orientation about the pre-check and the zoning aspects. That's number 1. Then, so we have the plan review. Whenever we talk about the plan review, I assure you this, that this is where we come in. This is where it come in. So whenever we want to do that, we file the design, maybe the architectural design that we just concluded, we file it to the city. Not only the architectural design, sometimes we have the mechanical, electrical, and plumbing designs, we have the structural drawings, we have the civil drawing. And whenever I talk about civil drawing, we talk about the drip encroachment plan and lots more. Those ones are technical jargon in the professional line. So all those ones now are what you are going to file to the city. The city is actually helping out in a way that you don't know. They are actually helping out helping you out in one way that I will always tell you now, and you will definitely thank them later. They actually serve as the second eye on your design project before it gets to the hand of your contractor. Before it gets to the hand of your contractor, to be very honest with you. Because when you talk about your contractor now, your contractor is going to put it to life. That is, the builder is going to build it. So for you to move through the architectural aspect, that is the blueprint designer, down to the contractor's hand, the city needs to check through. That is when you're going to check out the discrepancies and what you didn't meet in the minimum building code. Because everything needs to work in line with their building code for you to secure an approval. And here comes step 3. That is the issuance. When the city is satisfied, they issue you the permit card. And if you have this permit card, or you actually have the blueprint which has a stamp of review on it and being signed for approval, I bet you the two, you are good to go. You can use this to design your project and actually build your project. And that will actually serve as a standard ground for you when it comes to insurance. That will actually stand as insurance claims and future liabilities. Yes, that is your golden ticket. It means the city legally approved that your building is actually buildable. That is, it meets with all the city requirements. It is structurally stable, it is balanced, it is quite orientated very well in order to work in line with the northeast trade wind and the southwest trade wind. It is now your protection against the insurance claims and future liability. Now, I want to leave you with a major advice today. Never buy a property based on potential until you verify the zoning. I see so many people buying land thinking that, oh, I will build a plaza here, only to later find out that the land is the protected wetland zoned towards agricultural aspects or zoned towards commercial aspects. So it depends. You just have to consult your professional and have the feasibility study done. Here you can now message, or you can actually text us up at S3N Developers in Florida. We got you covered on all of this. So here we advise, before you drop $1, get a professional. It might cost you a small fee now, but trust me, on the long run, it will definitely make you avert any tens of thousands of problems to come later in the future. So in my next video, I'm going to break down the permit types, the zoning rules, and also, most importantly, construction tips when it comes to building your house. So I'm talking about everything from residential builds to commercial spaces. So if you want to build in the US currently and stress-free, hit the subscribe button. And if you have a project in Florida right now, or the design, drop your comments below. We will definitely get it sorted for you. Let's build right. My name is Wheto Francis. See you in the next video.